Today we will talk about want of factor. Want of factor. What is this want of factor? Actually, want of factor is denoted with iota. This want of factor describes the variation of colligative property. For example, we have discussed about the various colligative properties. The colligative property is directly proportional to the molality or mole fraction, right? So delta TB was equal to KBM. Now, what was the basic conditions for this colligative property or the relationship between the colligative property and molecular masses? The condition was that the compound which are we going to take to dissolve in solvent, that must not undergo any type of association or dissociation. The particle must not undergo any type of association or dissociation. Means AB interactions must remain same as that of AA and BB interactions. Means when any solute is added to solvent, it must remain same as in its pure state, right? So if it does not undergo any type of association or dissociation, it means that is an ideal solution, or that is only possible for very dilute solutions, right? Means that is a non-electrolyte species, or that is a species or compound which does not undergo association or dissociation. Only for these type of compounds we have discussed for ideal solutions or dilute solutions, that colligative properties. For example, delta TB, that is elevation in boiling point, was equal to KBM. Now, what happen if the compound that is taken for colligative properties and relationship between colligative property and molecular masses? We have taken this colligative property. Now, what happen if the compound undergo, or we take an electrolyte which undergo association or dissociation? What will happen if the compound undergo association or dissociation? Means AB interactions will no more will similar to AA and BB interactions. It means delta TB or any colligative property will vary with its molecular mass relationship with the want of factor that is named as iota. We know very well na, that is any colligative property. For example, delta TB is equal to, now molality, what is molality? Weight of solute divided by molecular weight of solute multiplied by weight of solvent. If in grams, multiply it with 1000. Now, this molality was converted into molar masses. Means that was a relationship between colligative properties and molar masses only for those compounds for which it neither undergo association or dissociation. If compound undergo association or dissociation, for example, if we take a solute, for example, sodium chloride, we know very well when sodium chloride is treated with water, it will undergo dissociation, Na positive plus Cl negative. Na positive will be crowned with water molecules because that is polar in nature. So it will dissociate into cation and Ni. So it means number of particles increases upon dissociation. It means the relationship of molar mass and colligative property will also be enhanced. So it means if the compound, we take any electrolyte, that is for non-electrolytic species. If there is any electrolytic species that can dissociate or any species that can be associated, then the colligative property will be equal to iota KBM. What is iota? That you can also take here the number of particles after dissociation, or the number of particles going to be associated, right? So delta TB was equal to iota KBM. Now, how will you define this iota, want of factor? That will be equal to, want of factor is equal to observed colligative property divided by normal colligative property. Normal colligative property. Observed colligative property divided by normal colligative property. If you don't know about this colligative property or value, you can also take here molar masses, ratio of molar masses. For example, iota will be equal to, that is, we know very well colligative property is inversely proportional to the molar masses. So you can also take here ulta, observed. So here molar mass is inversely proportional, so you can take here normal molar masses of the solute divided by observed molar mass of the solute. Normal molar mass divided by observed molar mass, right? For example, normal molar mass is given, observed molar mass is given, you can calculate the ratio and you can put this value into the this term, right, in this equation. Then you can calculate the respective colligative property. So if iota is this, that is want of factor, ratio of normal molar masses divided by observed molar masses, because if the particles undergo dissociation, its molar mass will remain no more same. It will be basically different from the given. So that's why normal molar mass divided by observed molar mass, that is named as the want of factor. You can also define it in the terms of colligative property. These are two formulae, okay, that will be used in numericals and also for the this definition of iota, want of factor. Next we will talk about if particle undergo dissociation firstly, as we have discussed in our previous class 10+1 in equilibrium chapter for ionic equilibrium. Dissociation, right? For example, if you're taken any electrolyte, right? So that is, for example, I'm taking here any electrolyte, कोई भी एक electrolyte तुसी ले सकते हो. For example, AB is any electrolyte. After dissociation, it will be converted A positive plus B negative, right? So there are two particles are now. There was one particle after dissociation in solution, it will be one cation and one anion. There are two particles. There may be more than two particles, right? So if we take this case, then what will happen? For example, the concentration of electrolyte before dissociation was 1. And at that time, initial time, there was no dissociation. After some time, if we take here any case of, for example, dissociation ही अपन लेके चल रहे हैं. For example, अपने को ले alpha particles, degree of dissociation is alpha, and with the same degree of dissociation there will be the formation of anion, right? So what will be now the concentration after dissociation, after time t, that is after dissociation? What will be the concentration of the solute taken? That will be equal to, first one was 1, and after alpha time it dissociated, so it means it will be 1 minus alpha, right? So alpha is degree of dissociation, total number of particles after dissociation, or divided by the total number of particles provided before dissociation. We have discussed it in a 10+1 class. So that is 1 minus alpha. Now 1 minus alpha, it means, for example, here are number of particles. Here I am taking two particles, A positive and B negative. For example, there are two alpha particles, right? 1 plus 1, there is 2 alpha particles. But suppose here the formation is of M particles, then you can take here also M. For example, if we take here barium sulfate, right? There is one molecule, one cation of barium and one cation of sulfate, right? If we take here aluminium sulfate, then there will be the formation of two aluminiums and all that. So it means there is the different type of particles may be formed. So I generally am taking here M alpha. So what will be the total number of particles after dissociation in the solution? Total number of particles after dissociation. After dissociation कितने particles होंगे अपने को ले? That is 1 minus alpha. For this compound it will be 1 minus alpha plus 2 alpha, right? And if here M particles are formed here, then generally it will be 1 minus alpha plus M alpha. So now what is the iota? That is, iota was equal to observed colligative property divided by normal colligative property, or that was equal to normal molar mass divided by observed molar mass. And here we are calculating number of particles. So what will be the definition of iota? that will be equal to number of moles or number of particles of the electrolyte after dissociation divided by total number of particles of electrolyte provided, total number of moles provided, or that is total number of moles after dissociation. So what will be eta here? Eta will be equal to number of moles of dissociation, that is 1 minus alpha, I am taking here journal, that is m alpha, right, divided by total number of particles before dissociation was equal to 1. So that is equal to 1. So what will be the relationship between alpha and eta? That become 1 minus, right? So 1 minus alpha be common here, so that is m 1 plus कर लो, easy हो जाएगा, that is m minus 1, alpha remain common here. So what will be the relationship between eta and m? So it will be equal to eta is equal to 1 plus alpha m minus 1. Now what will be the value of alpha? It will be equal to eta minus 1, ये 1 इधर चला गया ना, माइनस हो गया, divided by m minus 1. That is so simple. Eta is want of factor, right? If alpha is given, you can calculate eta, or if eta is given, he is asking about alpha, you can calculate alpha. M is number of particles, right? For example, after dissociation there is 2, 1, or how many particles? More than 2 particles, right? So eta minus 1 divided